I keep doing it again and again and again and again. I keep proving to myself that I am exactly who I said I am. Mind the noise, I just really wanted to film this outside for two reasons. Number one, I needed some fresh air. I've been inside for the past 14 hours, just absolutely locked in. And the second reason, well, is to show you the view. I'm sure you will believe me now, or trust me more, or believe that I'm doing exactly what I'm about to tell you that I do with this nice city background. I'm currently in Chicago. I'm with my girlfriend. I've been living here for the past 2 weeks. I've got about 2 or 3 weeks left. Anyway, let's get into the video because I do not have long. My SD card storage has about 8 minutes left. So I want to get into this video and how I signed my first client again in 30 days. It was 33 days to be specific, okay? And it's so funny to me because I get messages from email marketers and ad specialists and all creative strategists and all these different service providers, and they all ask the same dumb questions. I know there is no dumb questions, but to me this is getting sad because why does no one know these things? Simple things like, what outreach method do you prefer? Which one will work the best for me? How do I say this? How do I speak to people? How do I make content to help my outreach? Etc, etc. And I want to go into that one actually. I'm going to go into that one. How do I find the best outreach method? Guess what? There is none. There is no best outreach method. You want to know how to find it though? Because you will not find it on day 1. You will not find it on day 30. You will not find it in month 6. But what you can do is put a process in place to find it, okay? So put your brain together. Think about who am I trying to reach? Where are they? That is all you need to know. That's the simplest thing, and I'm sure you know that, right? After that, use 2 platforms. 2, I've said this, well, 2 platforms. Choose 2, create your scripts, send voice notes and videos, not messages, and blast them. Do it every single day consistently for the next 30 days and track the data. I mean, if you're doing LinkedIn outreach, for example, I track how many voice notes that I've sent, how many people have seen those voice notes, how many people I've sent my VSL to, how many people have seen the VSL, how many people I've sent my calendar link to, how many people have seen the calendar link, and how many people have actually booked a call with me. And then obviously, close rates, etc. So I see every single stage of the outreach, which means that every single decision that I make is based on data, not my feelings. Nothing to do with that. Like zero emotion, pure logic. Okay? And when I did that for an entire year, because it has been an entire year since I've been doing LinkedIn and outreach, we found it. I can now, I'm not running my community as much anymore, but I think the other week I was like, I want to close a community client, or just book some calls at least, so see where it goes. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to launch the outreach system. In 7 days, I booked 5 calls from my outreach system because I knew it would work. I didn't close them because I didn't want to actually. I remember I got in this really motivational state. I was like, oh, I want to close some clients with this offer. And then when I booked the calls, I was like, oh, I don't really want to do this because my decision now is that I'm pivoting straight to this thing. I am so much better at it, and I will get better at teaching it by doing it. Anyway. Actually, not anyway. Why do I always say anyway, like the point that I was going on about was a side point or irrelevant, but in this case it's not. And it's fucking proof. It's fucking proof that you can do it. You can go out there and do it. And you know what the biggest factor is? It's simplification. That is the hack. Simplification, everything. Simplifying everything. When I've been more complicated or thought that I am smarter and put all these crazy things in place and try and make it, not in my eyes complicated at the time, but smart. I guess that's the word for it. The smarter you are, the less results you're gonna get. Simplify every single thing that you do. I promise you, that's how life works. I was taught the advice, business is simple, not easy. But I have come to realize that is life. That is life. Life is very simple, but not easy. So if you are struggling to get that first client, simplify it. outreach, that's all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else. Anything else is irrelevant, okay? Now, for the last 3 minutes of this video, I want to walk you through the entire process of how I did it, because I actually didn't do it through outreach. Guess what? So, we was doing cold calls and LinkedIn DMs, right? And they were working. Like we've been booking about a call a day from them. And like recently, about a week or two ago, I don't want to act like we've always been doing that. This is a different system. We tried it out. It wasn't working. We finally found a way to book about a call a day. Anyway, and one thing that I was doing was designing emails for brands until they hire me. That was my Instagram series, but really it wasn't an Instagram series. It was actually a way to practice and test, okay, can I do this skill? Can I learn this skill? How much do I need to learn? And I'm good at design. I am good at design. So for me, kind of just getting better at actual emails themselves, learning about them, that's why I did the series, because I was designing emails on the days that I wasn't posting. I was designing emails the days before I was posting, and now after that, okay? So I made this Instagram series in the hopes that someone would hire me. I didn't care if anyone hired me. I just wanted to make content because I post a lot of content. I love doing it and it brings opportunities, right? So what I did, I was doing my outreach consistently every single day. And I was also posting my series every single day. You know, designing the email in the morning, recording the reel really quickly, editing it in about like 20 minutes and posting it. And what I started doing, this is how I booked calls for my content and actually closed the client that we're currently working with now for 4 figures. No social proof, 0. I didn't have any testimonials, I didn't have any results. All I had were my stupid little emails I was designing on Instagram. The thing that unlocked it, which is a very big misunderstanding in the content space, is if I post content and I get loads of views and I get loads of inbound people like commenting the word on my post, I'm gonna close a fuck ton of clients. That does not happen, at least at the start, okay? That's from my experience. So what I started doing is every single day I started sending out 10 DMs to people who are following me, right? And I did that for 6 days. 6 days I did that for. I sent 10 DMs to all my followers and they were voice notes, okay? And on the 60-something voice note, I started speaking to this guy called Jack. Shout out Jack. And he owned a e-com brand, is who we help, right? And we hopped on call. I told him what we do, and I told him I'm going to order his email marketing system, and I'm going to come back in 2 days and with a game plan on how we can fix this thing. I just assumed the sale. I just said, yeah, cool. In 2 days, we're going to hop back on call, and I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do this, Jack. I did the audit, I looked at his structure, etc., and kind of put together a plan for him with his specific needs in mind. Hopped on that call, I showed him, all right, this is what we're gonna do. You said you know about this, here's what you don't know about, and here's how we're gonna do it. 20 minutes, he paid me £1,000, we got straight to work. It has now been 7 days since that, and I've just about almost 90% completed everything for him. It is really that simple. I posted the content about what I'm doing with no social proof, building social proof as I post more, and I DM'd people, I started conversations with people, the same as outreach. The principles are still the same. And there we go, we closed the client. So if you like this video and want to continue seeing these, I'm going to be building this email marketing agency until 10, 20, 30, 50K a month. I don't give a shit about the goal right now. I just want to sign 2 or 3 more clients right now. That is the main goal. Anyway, subscribe and like the video for more, and I'm just going to be sharing pretty much everything that I do because this is still new to me as well.